My family tried to steal my money. I'm getting them arrested.
But John, we've already read this one.
Riley, this is a continuation from this video right here. That was a huge banger.
Oh, our biggest YouTube video?
Yeah, that's right. TLDR for the parts before. OP establishes college funds for her family, but they demand additional money, leading to harassment and an assault by an uncle. OP presses charges, resulting in fines and community service for some family members. Husband's family, led by sister-in-law, aka Blabbermouth, manipulates others against OP, further escalating family tensions. Legal measures are taken against the family members harassing OP, including cease and desist orders, and Blabbermouth sister-in-law's actions results in a social fallout. Blabbermouth files and then drops a defamation lawsuit against OP. Separately, an entitled cousin vandalizes OP's property and then later is arrested after attempting to break in. Finally, OP provided financial assistance for a sick family member's daughter, but with strict conditions. OP faces further harassment from entitled cousin and Blabbermouth. They attack OP, and Blabbermouth tries to abduct OP's child. They both go to jail until trial, and the entitled cousin's wife divorces him. Coddled mom to the Not So Rescue on February 26, 2022. So I would like to introduce you to Coddle Mom. CM. She is the entitled cousin's mother, the very same who is now in jail and whose wife left him because he's a maniac. Wonder Woman, aka the entitled cousin's soon-to-be ex-wife, is also mentioned here. So to us, it seems like she is in almost complete agreement with her son. She doesn't like it one bit that her precious son had to exchange his nice house with his wife and children to a prison cell and divorce papers. Doesn't sound fun. When Coddled Mom and entitled cousin's dad were met with entitled cousin's belongings, Coddled Mom lost her absolute mind, and Wonder Woman, again the entitled cousin's wife, called me to relay the story. By the way, this comes from burner account 909-867-876 on the r/OK Storytime subreddit. So, Coddled Mom called Wonder Woman and started her spiel of, how dare you divorce my absolute gem of a son? Puke, anyone? Yeah, I agree, OP. Wonder Woman had learned from me and recorded everything in case she needed it. Remember that for later, guys.
That's good.
Wonder Woman just simply waited until Coddled Mom had to draw some breath before she said something along the lines of that entitled cousin should be happy that he wasn't charged with financial abuse as well, proof aplenty, according to her, and that since she loved her son so much, she could have him, as Coddled Mom always thought that Wonder Woman's only purpose was to provide entitled cousin with children and meet his every need. Yeah, goodbye. See you later. Some other things were said, and Wonder Woman is a woman who I start to admire more and more with each passing day.
Okay.
Really, it's like she broke free and became something amazing. She doesn't care that people play the family card. She learned from my mistakes that unlike hubby or LF, she doesn't need to sugarcoat her words. She told me in no uncertain terms that I behaved with too much caution and forgiveness, and I should have burned them to the ground the moment they started their crap.
Ooh.
Because again, like, you know, OP was like, remember OP gave away for the college funds. She helped the sick family members. Then everyone else got jealous and pulled up to OP's house. And
started berating her.
It
sounds like Wonder Woman is the only person in this family, in this crazy, bizarre family that has supported her and has been like, hey, you should even went further, or you should have like even
you should have, because OP was like, hey, I want to be a giving person.
Yeah.
I have amassed this wealth. I want to share, which is like a very awesome and noble thing to do. Mm-hmm. But in OP's case, I kind of agree with Wonder Woman, where it's like, as soon as the fall after, I don't blame OP for like, you know, helping with the college funds or helping with the sick cousin, but as soon as crap started hitting the fan with other family members getting jealous, I feel like, yeah, she could have just absolutely thrown down the gauntlet immediately to avoid anything bad happening. Because it's like, you're getting at me, angry for me helping people. Nah, we're going to put a stop to this right here and there. Yeah. Good point, Wonder Woman.
Good point. Let's go.
I have to admit, I agree. Entitled cousin's dad walked in on that conversation and lost his mind on Coddled Mom. So maybe the dad is good. Wonder Woman told Coddle Mom that she did not want any contact. Entitled Cousin's dad could call and they would make arrangements for him to see the grandchildren. Wonder Woman is working with a lawyer and social services on how to approach visits between Coddled Mom and her grandson concerning some things that you will read below.
Because of grandparent rights.
Grandparent rights. So this is something we've seen in other episodes. At least in the States, as far as we've seen, people can sue for like grandparental rights, which is like some visitation of like, oh, like 1 day a week or whatever the case might be. Like, hey, the grandparents are entitled and they can sue for what rights they have to see the kids, which is what it sounds like. I think we're going back to court, Riley.
Oh my gosh. OP's already been to court so much. Why are we doing this again?
By the way, in case you guys forgot, this is a 4-episode series. So I think that one court case, we might have a lot to discuss there. There might be a lot that happens.
Yeah. This poor woman.
Yeah. So after getting an earful from her soon-to-be ex-daughter-in-law, Coddled Mother started calling me and my husband, demanding that we drop everything, begged their forgiveness for nonsense like tearing the family apart and not doing what was right. We recorded, hung up, and blocked her, and saved everything we needed and filed for a no contact order.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I like that.
I guess that's different from restraining order. I didn't know even though that was a thing. I like it.
I didn't know. Chat, what is a no contact order?
Let us know. But when all of her shenanigans didn't work, she tried something else. She seemed to have learned from her son, entitled cousin, where I lived.
Oh, no.
We found the address. And I think in the first series, I think OP literally moved to get away from everyone.
Nonsense.
Because like they had like an armada of cousins pulling up to her house.
That's insane.
So now she's been discovered again. And knowing this mom, she might send that address to the whole group chat, the whole army of cousins, uncles, and aunties that pulled up on OP's lawn earlier.
Well, hopefully you didn't unpack all your boxes, OP.
Right? God. So she came to our house, but as we have doorbells with a camera, love the invention, with recording settings, I could enjoy the show from my spot on the couch while she dug her own grave. Like heck, I was opening the door with Coddled Mom outside. Ha 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 ha! No, lady. Heck no. I'm not doing that. I was so glad my children and husband were not home. Screams alternated between, how dare you do this to my son? And I'm going to insert violence here to you. And you should have given him what he wanted. So that's how it's done. Hello, medieval mindset where the men matter and women only matter to give the men what they want. I understood in an instant where entitled cousin got this bow down to the will of the family idea came from. Too bad I couldn't get any snacks or drinks due to the doctor's orders of rest, but watching from the cameras how Coddled Mom lost her mind and started throwing everything she could at my home and then got arrested by our town's finest people in blue was priceless.
Whoa, again?
Coddled Mom literally was going so crazy that someone called the police on her and she got arrested because she was just yelling and throwing things at the door.
Oh, what I would do. The things I would do to see the video.
OP, please.
Honestly,
we've already done one like movie episode. We're doing the 4-part series. OP, if you want to come on the show,
please.
I'll
write you a letter. That's probably the most I'd do. But
we'll invite you out. You can sit right here on the couch with us.
Yeah, that'd be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We'll actually give you hospitality, unlike everyone in your family.
We have a box downstairs.
My God, we do. Yeah, you can stay in a box. So, just kidding. I am also slightly disappointed that she didn't get to meet Frou Frou and my 4th baby, LaFoe, some characters from before. And yes, we got a dog. LaFoe, the dog, is a super duper sweetie pie Rottweiler mix of about 2 years old. Adorable. Total lap dog for us and just the right kind of protection. He was already trained by the name he went by. Turns out that NW knows the breeder and she has asked to name the pups of the litter. LaFoe and my family have been doing some extensive training with NN. This day, LaFoe the dog was at the vet with my husband and children for a meet and greet and health inspection. So hello, LF. Do you still have some spare time? Now you don't, or have even less. LF is sometimes wondering if my husband was adopted because he can't believe the sheer stupidity of some of his family members. Spoiler, he isn't adopted. Join the club. Wonder Woman has also been updating this. I thought she might need it in case Coddled Mom and visitation of the grandkids. Oh, and guys, Wonder Woman got the job, the great job.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
She's also in the process of further protecting herself, but I won't share that info. So, I don't condone violence, but the woman should be happy that neither my husband, kids, our doggy LaFoe, NN, NW, or our other puppy Frou Frou were around. She would have been toast. But hey, the plus side is that she now knows how the bench in a cell feels like. Gotta love it. Dude, by the end of this 4-part, what's the over-under? By the end of this 4-episode series, every one of her family members is in jail. What's the over-under?
Oh, man, definitely 5. Definitely 5. We're going to go to jail.
Yeah. We at least...
Do you remember how much money she gave?
It was...
Was it a lot?
I think it might have been in the 6 figures with... because it was college funds, plural, and healthcare.
Oh, yeah, dude. 5+.
Definitely 5 figures.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say 5 family members are definitely going to go.
Yeah, dude. Let's see. Guys, let's track
What's your over-under? Put it in the chat.
Let us know in the comments. So now we have another update coming up. But let's talk real quick. And again, we're going to get some explainers here soon. But we have the coddled mom has entered the scene.
Again.
When
is she gonna learn?
This is I think the most that she's intervened so far in this series, in the saga.
At what point do we she's already been to jail like twice. She's already been to court. When do we put her in a psych ward?
That's a good...
Like, it is kind of like, haha, but like actually like she's going a little far here.
Yeah, I wonder. Honestly, I kind of like the idea of like letting her, the way OP kind of just like let her get arrested just by she just literally just didn't answer the door and then she went crazy. Because we actually had an episode maybe like a week or 2 ago where they were talking about like committing someone, and I think it's someone like, oh, your husband or your wife or your mother that is very close to you that gets the almost like emergency permission or something along those lines. Comments, you guys can clarify much more on that, but I feel like she needs to go to like actual jail.
Yeah,
because like
not put in, I don't know what kind of jail they're putting her in, like overnight jail.
Yeah, it seems like it's at least temporary. She's not in prison yet. Yet. An entitled cousin right now, I believe he's in jail awaiting trial to see if he will get a legitimate prison sentence or jail. Still he's in the tank until it happens.
Yikes.
But do you feel good? We have the no contact order. She's now been arrested. She's currently sitting in a cell.
Yeah.
Does that feel good?
Dude, I don't know. Like she found where she lives after she moved. I do not feel safe around this mom whatsoever.
Yeah, I wonder actually, maybe this is too much, but maybe the final other legal action you could take is to do some sort of like I don't know if it's suing her or some sort of thing through the court to get her to not share the address with anyone else. Yeah. Because I wonder if the no contact order has the like language in it that would prevent her from doing that. That's my only worry, because if she tells everyone and they pull up, it was literally just an army of her family literally ready to scrap.
Oh my
which they
gosh.
did. So I'm worried about that happening again. I think we need to prevent it.
To have someone committed, you have to be the mother, the father, or the wife or husband. They can only do that for 72 hours unless the hospital thinks they are a danger. Then they have to stay.
Yeah. So
you can't be the daughter.
Yeah. It would have to be probably the dad that we heard about. That's kind of cool. That's going to get some visitation and stuff. But yeah, I think just let her go to jail.
Yeah.
She put herself in. She put herself in.
And do what you did again. If this happens again, do what you already did. That was smart.
There we go.
And record everything. Dude.
Everything. There we go. All right, let's get into this next update titled Mother-in-Law Blew It. Dear Reddit people, I hope you're well. I have a new long update. The title says it all. Last week on Saturday, we went to have coffee with my father-in-law and mother-in-law, as we often do. We made sure to give them a call notifying them that we would be coming so father-in-law could notify brother-in-law in case he wanted to come. No contact order works fine. Brother-in-law is not in the mood for visits from our local people in blue. Yeah. Bro wants to stay out of prison, unlike everyone else in his family.
He learned his lesson.
Yeah. Kids came with us, and husband's other sister, the second kid of father-in-law and mother-in-law, are there as well. So we got the sister-in-law there. The kids love her, although she's very opinionated and can only see things as black and white. No middle ground. She and Blabbermouth, the very evil sister-in-law, do not get along. That was even before I became an addition to the family. For the sake of this post, I will call her Lucy. So Lucy, the good sister-in-law.
The good sister-in-law?
Lucy, the good sister-in-law. Do we also break out the whiteboard?
Yeah.
Is that where here?
Yeah. Do you have it? Oh, it's under you. Oh, sweet. Sure. I have really bad handwriting because when I was in kindergarten, I broke my right hand while learning how to write. So I'm also dyslexic and have
guys, let's get some hearts in
crack.
the chat for Riley's inability to read or write, but him still succeeding tremendously despite that.
The day I learned how to type and they had autocorrect, I was saved. I could actually function in this society. No, I don't. I can look for it. You read. You got to read, dude. You're too helpful.
True. You're right. You're right. All right. So, for the sake of this post, we'll call her Lucy, the good sister-in-law. So, we get there, get our drinks with cake, and we're having a nice chat when mother-in-law blew it. We told them that during these visits, we would not discuss the situation with Blabbermouth, the evil sister-in-law, and entitled cousin. If she wanted to do so, we would see each other for that on a different time and day. We want these visits to be for other things than that. This was firmly explained to especially mother-in-law as she began to talk about Blabbermouth, the evil sister-in-law, twice in a row. Guys, we already know we're not going to talk about it. She stopped after we just got up and left. Then last week, she had to do it again. Mother-in-law started to say that she felt sorry for Blabbermouth, the evil sister-in-law, how awful it must be for her. We told her to stop, as this is not what we came for. Lucy, the good sister-in-law, also told her to stop. So then mother-in-law asked the questions she never should have asked. Don't you have pity? Don't you feel sorry for her? Kaboom. My youngest two started crying. My eldest, me, husband, and good sister-in-law, Lucy, all flipped our lids. Husband and I decided that we needed to deal with our children. We took them outside, made sure they were calm, and felt safe before I went back inside. Lucy, the good sister-in-law, was still grilling her mother, aka mother-in-law. I told her that she could stop. Mother-in-law wasn't crying, but just looked at me with a numb look, for lack of a better description. My speech to mother-in-law, almost verbatim. To answer your questions, no, I do not feel sorry for Blabbermouth. Or do I pity her? We helped her with her home. We helped and still help her children with a college education. And if they do it right, with a home. OP's literally going to buy a home for Blabbermouth's kids if they play their cards.
Blabbermouth?
Blabbermouth is the evil sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law.
Evil sister-in-law. So despite Blabbermouth's crimes against humanity that she's currently sitting in a jail cell for, OP is still finding it in her heart to say I'm going to keep funding your kids' college and I'm going to give them a home if they play their cards right.
Okay.
A saint.
And that's all you have to do. Easy enough.
Easy. But mother-in-law is not making it easy for them. Not making it easy for them or herself. We took you all on a holiday vacation. Unbeknownst to you, it was my good word that got her the job that she now has when I asked for it. Because although I hate her entitlement and the way she talks about me, I acknowledge she is incredibly good at her job. I would never screw someone over if I thought that they're good at their job and reasonably decent to those that they work with. She wanted more. She demanded we give more only because we are related, because we're family. I believe this is Blabbermouth, evil sister-in-law here.
Got it.
Like an obligation to do whatever she wants. She's always thought that she had some priority over me, my husband, and our family simply because she popped out the first child first. Listen, just because you did a shooter first out the cooter doesn't mean you get the moolah.
Ooh, that was great. I did not know where you were going with that.
Neither did I. She had told my husband to divorce me because I would never amount to anything, and every form of education I followed was a waste of time and money. Meanwhile, OP is over here giving possibly 6 figures away to her family.
Yeah.
What a failure.
That's so crazy.
What a failure OP is.
That she's saying that but she's still giving her kids that money.
Yeah. You're giving my kids a college education and maybe a home, but you're a failure. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course you're a failure.
Because
why don't you give him $10 million?
Yeah, why not? And
you're a failure.
And it's because also you have an education and a house, so that's why you're also a failure.
Ever seen Jeff Bezos? Yeah, you're not him. Failure. Boom. But the moment we have the money, she demands money. When she heard the word no to her outrageous demands, she yapped at the family against our wishes, causing all of the troubles that we now have, destroying relationships in the process. So again, as a reminder, Blabbermouth, the evil sister-in-law, she was the spark that started this nuclear wildfire. She was the instigator for everything. that happened.
Joe. She
Yeah.
should be put in jail for more than.
Yeah, I was about
Wow.
to say, and she is.
Oh, she is. Oh, I forgot about that. part.
Blabbermouth. You're good. A lot of
Okay.
characters to keep track
Wow,
of.
holy cow! But
I know.
dang.
It's tough. So Blabbermouth, talked with entitled cousin about attacking me, hurting me, and abducting our children, and acted on it. I needed surgery, for real, because of the attack, and I am not out of the woods yet, still in recovery. Our children are in therapy because she tried to take them against our will. Husband is in therapy because of her, an entitled cousin, as he feels like he can't protect his own family.
Oh my god.
I will be fine, but she has the audacity to F with my family. Don't ever expect me to feel sorry for her after all the crap that she has put my family through. Her own family. Keep in mind, like this is still like, was still sister-in-law. It's like you're doing this
to your brother,
to your brother, to your nieces, to your nephews,
yes,
to your sister-in-law.
Oh my god.
Come on. Family only has value to her when she can get something from them, no matter the cost to others. As long as she get what she wants without the need to pay. You won't be seeing more me or the children for a time. I don't care what husband decides. You are his mother, talking to mother-in-law, and I will never tell him that he can't see you or talk to you. I love you with all my heart. I thank you for raising my husband to the man that he is now, but I will not put the children through this sheer favoritism and the hurt it causes.
So mother-in-law and father-in-law are favoritizing Blabbermouth.
Yeah, so basically mother-in-law is so quick little recap for everything. So Blabbermouth and entitled cousin, they are like the two prime villains.
Got it.
In this story. They're the ones that like did the majority of everything here. The uncle also attacked OP, but
Oh my
yes.
gosh.
Yeah, literally scrapped. But OP held it down and gave him the 1-2 diddly do. So the mother-in-law is, as far as I can tell, kind of in this in-between space where she loves, the brother, OP's husband, and OP's, immediate family, right? But the mother-in-law is also like, just don't put her in jail. Just don't like do the no contact. Just like, let's just bring her back in the family. Like, let's just all be friends. She's trying to be the peacemaker.
Wow.
But she's like, do you realize
yeah,
literally that whole like amazing heroes monologue right there?
Yeah, dude, like the freaking monetary crap, like financially,
just the money alone.
She like Blabbermouth has put her family through a lot, and then emotionally, like those freaking kids are gonna be scarred forever.
Everyone's in therapy because of Blabbermouth.
Like those impacts are gonna have stick with them forever.
Yes. That is literally childhood trauma.
But no,
I was abducted.
But like, don't put her in jail though. Like maybe we can still be a family.
Yeah.
Reality check. What the heck?
We are so beyond go no contact, and thankfully we have it like a legal order for no contact. It's not even funny. So basically, I think where we're at right now is like OP's trying to tell mother-in-law, like, listen, I still love you. You raised my husband. You've done some great things. But if you keep pushing this, you don't want to F around and find out with this one.
Yeah.
Because we know what happened.
For a time, drop mother-in-law now forever.
So that's actually a great question. Maybe we could poll no contact or nah for mother-in-law.
Yep.
No contact or nah.
Agreed.
What do you think?
I'm definitely no contacting mother-in-law. I understand OP has respect for her husband and that she doesn't want her husband to not talk to her mother-in-law, but
his mom.
Or his mom, his own mother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like, you got to put your family's priorities first. And I'd also talk to the husband. Hey, she doesn't think what Blabbermouth did was necessarily like wrong and wants us to be in contact and give her mercy when, you're in therapy because of her and all this stuff. I would try to get the husband on board to also go non-contact or have a heart-to-heart.
Yeah, I think
at least husband goes low contact for sure.
I love that. I think have a heart to heart and go low contact and maybe say to her like, hey, we're open to considering going back to like full contact if you apologize and we actually see from your actions you've learned why we can't forgive sister-in-law and all this stuff.
Oh, sorry, what?
No contact or nah? Maybe no contact mother-in-law, MIL or nah?
Yeah, no contact.
MIL or nah.
Or nah.
Got that, Addy? You're good. Yeah, no contact, MIL for the first one.
Yes. So 1 - no contact, MIL, and then 2 for the second option, 2 - nah. Beautiful.
Let's go. Put in your votes. It's MMIL.
Yeah. I got you. It's like this.
Boom. Yeah. Yes, sir. By the way, guys, we are down
dude,
to just me and Riley.
Yeah.
Everyone is sick. Everyone's gone.
Yeah.
A disease has riddled our ranks,
and it's just John
and we're the
I.
last one standing.
We are.
How does it feel?
It was so funny this morning. We have meetings every morning, and I'm the head of the production team now. Thank you, John. And I hopped on the production team meeting, and it was no one was there. I was like,
I was like, hello, everyone. It was him staring at himself on the video calls. It was great. So, guys, we're trying to hold it down for you and still give you the content you deserve.
We're doing our best here.
We are.
Yeah.
All right.
Jello says tomorrow it'll just be Riley. No, no.
Don't worry. I'm sticking around. Don't you worry. All right, guys, let's get back to the story. So, to father-in-law, I said, we won't be coming around for a while. We have so much to deal with already, and I can't have mother-in-law adding to it. I or husband will call to discuss some things. With that, I grabbed the coats and left. Husband had a call with father-in-law later. They had a long talk about how he had enough of his mother's favoritism towards his sister when there is conflict. He told father-in-law that he holds no grudge against him, but he needs a break. So father-in-law so far is like good, but he's like, hey, we just can't be around the mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Lucy and I need to do some shopping together yesterday, and she told me that mother-in-law could only sit afterwards. Did we learn who Lucy was?
Lucy's the good sister-in-law.
Lucy's the good sister-in-law. Thank you.
I have the chart here.
Dun, 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 dun. So, according to Lucy, the good sister-in-law and father-in-law, after we left, father-in-law didn't say anything to her. He just took the mugs and the plates and stuff to the kitchen, placed it in the dishwasher, wiped everything down, and sat on the chair looking at her and just telling her as calm as ever. The daughter-in-law who forgave so much, who was willing to let so much slide, who helped us out so much, and who tried not to involve the law because it was us and our family, has had enough, and she is right. Father-in-law. W father-in-law.
That's amazing.
Father-in-law is W father-in-law.
Let's go. Someone that actually has some sense.
Finally! What are we
and he's backing it up. He's standing on business too. Like, hey, you blew that.
You blew that. Like, literally, look how forgiving OP. Look how she's still funding, for instance, Blabbermouth's kids' college funds. Look, you can see her heart is good, but you continue to try to torture her with trying to bring Blabbermouth back. Why? You blew it. We could have had a great situation, but here we are. Now they need space from all of us, from both of us.
Wow.
And it's totally fair. It's more than fair. It's beyond fair. It's beyond fair.
Oh my God.
So,
let's go. I love this.
Mother-in-law started crying. Lucy, the good sister-in-law, was asked to leave at that point. To her credit, she leaves us be. Normally, I would have taken her to certain appointments, but she and father-in-law made other arrangements for the time being. We are no contact with mother-in-law for a while. My children are devastated. They knew that mother-in-law had a soft spot for Blabbermouth, the evil sister-in-law, but they are shocked that their grandmother ignores the hurt her own daughter caused to her son, daughter-in-law, and grandchildren. They miss her. They have a lot of questions. Husband is angry and broken. This is his own mother.
Dude, that's so
After
tough.
all, it's so tough. He had a talk with his therapist about it. He misses her, but he told me that his mother needs to learn a harsh lesson now. Agreed. I told him once again that I would never demand from him to stop seeing his mother. If he wishes, he can go, he can call, whatever. I wouldn't be angry. He knows my boundaries. I simply won't go to visit, nor am I willing to talk to her personally. For now, we don't want the children to go there as well. If she wishes to apologize, fine. Not now, as I'm still fuming. If/when she wants to apologize, she will have to come up with an insanely good apology, as I am not willing to sweep this obvious favoritism under the rug.
Okay, just an apology? Are we getting some?
I mean, OP was like, hey, I gave your daughter 6 figures. Have you ever heard of interest?
That could work.
500 grand?
I was just thinking, hey, the therapist my husband talked about you in therapy like 3 times. Just pay for those sessions and an apology. But John's going big money. I was saying like a couple $100. But John's like 6
let's try
figures.
A couple $100,000. Okay. You have caused me emotional damage to the billionth degree. Could be, hey, why not go? We could go $1 billion. We could. But hey, I could ask for $1 billion. I'm going to give you a deal. 500 grand.
Mother-in-law is 500 grand. Blabbermouth and Todd Cousin and Coddled Mom, $1 billion.
Big facts.
Maybe even $1 trillion.
Yeah. We might have to they might have to earn all of the money currently available on planet Earth to pay OP. That might be what has to happen. So I've already done this too much already. For now, I've blocked her on my phone and I've removed myself from the family group chat. I love my mother-in-law tremendously. She helped us out a lot when the children were little. In our time of need, they and my parents were there. They have always respected our parenting decisions, even though they did not always agree with them. When mother-in-law and father-in-law babysat, they respected our wishes. She would freestyle when they were a little bit older, but made sure that they slept, ate healthy meals and snacks with the occasional treat and such. I was always treated with love and respect. I helped them out whenever and however I could. So this hurts. She has seen me in the hospital. She saw what was done to me. She has seen the fear my children had and have. She has seen the hurt in my husband's eyes. She has seen all this, all she knows, and is turning a semi-blind eye to her daughter's actions, right? Big facts. She acknowledges entitled cousin's actions against us, but not what her own daughter's done. Hello, therapist. I just want this nightmare to end. We have another update coming up following the mother-in-law, but
OP said it.
yeah, I think OP pretty much said beautifully and eloquently everything that needed to be said about this. Like, the mother-in-law needs to learn a lesson. And I think to your point earlier, like, OP was saying like, oh, I would never tell my husband to not talk to the mother. But I think it's very fair for her to sit down and have a heart-to-heart, to your point, of like, hey, I don't think you should be talking with her right now. Which, I mean, right now they're not. So
it seems like they're on the same page with
they're
that.
on the same page. They're a good team.
But if he felt like he should talk to the mother-in-law, I'd have a heart. Because remember that one story we had yesterday? I forget which one it was, but basically you were causing we read a story yesterday where OP and his fiance were with parents and the parents were just berating OP's fiance.
Yes.
And it's like, for your own good, distance yourself from your own parents.
Yes.
Like, I'm losing stress of this. My hair's falling out from this. Like, distance yourself.
Yeah, why continue to torture yourself just because they are your parents? And I see OP's dilemma here because it's not like they were all bad.
Yeah.
They did all those things. You know, they helped raise, it seemed like up to this point, they had a fantastic relationship.
Yeah.
But it's like, you cannot back blabbermouth evil sister-in-law when she's done all this stuff. And even worse, try to get her reintegrated back into the family, because that's just gonna Can you imagine, Riley?
Oh.
But remember, this is a 4-episode series.
A lot could change.
You don't get a 4-episode series when everything is going perfectly.
That is true.
We don't know when entitled cousin and blabbermouth get out
of jail. I was just hoping mother-in-law like maybe turns out to be a good person.
We still have time. I honestly, if I'm putting in bets, I would, conspiracy theory, I see you in the chat, say that the mother-in-law will eventually see reason.
Okay. I agree.
I think she'll come around, because right now she's like, she has one foot on the light side and one foot on the dark side.
Yeah, and the father-in-law is already on OP's side.
Already on the good side.
So with a matter of time.
I think it's a matter of time.
And I just hate this for the kids. Seeing your own grandma take sides with someone that tried to adopt you.
Yeah. Not good. It's not great.
Dang.
Not great. But ladies and gentlemen, we have an update, and you know what I need?
Yes.
Some go-go juice.
We're getting go-go juice.
No free sponsors.
Oh, look at me. Look at me.
Here we go.
He can't drink it. He doesn't like sponsors on stream.
There we go.
All right, he got a sip.
Let's get back to it.
Heck
so,
yes.
Update on mother-in-law blew it. A small update on mother-in-law. She contacted husband. She went over to our house. Husband was home alone. He also took a week off. We were expecting a parcel delivery. The delivery man came. Husband checked the cameras and went to open the door. Also, just slight side note, the trauma that they have where they're like,
I have to check the door every time
because you don't know if there's going to be an army of your cousins with pitchforks and
you don't know if your mom's going to come and like try to
and just
beat you
throw
up
a bomb in your house. You just don't know.
Constantly. Oh,
bro,
man.
So got the parcel, signature, yada, yada, yada. As the man went, mother-in-law came. She came up to him and started talking. Husband just stood there with the parcel in his hands. And after she stopped talking, he told her, Mom, your own daughter tried to hurt your son and harmed your daughter-in-law and grandchildren. She knew OP would be attacked and encouraged it. If she did not, she knew and didn't care what would happen to her. She didn't report it or anything or do anything to try to stop it. My wife will probably need surgery again.
Oh, because she got surgery from everything that happened?
Side note, get ready for this. Left kidney, liver, and spleen were always problematic, but thanks to entitled cousin and the beating, even more so to the point where they might need to be removed. We will hear more about this tomorrow.
So my uncle doesn't have a spleen.
Shout out to your uncle. Is he evil?
He was, but now he's a better person.
There we go.
I think it was because of the spleen.
There we go. Now you ask us to pity her and show her mercy when all that happened because she broke the law. She hurt us. You kept choosing her even when things like this would happen and hit you across the face. When you see the damage she has done with your own eyes, you keep finding excuses for her horrible behavior. I've had enough. I know you love her, and I will never ask you to choose sides. I only ask you to condemn her behavior and actions, nothing else. And you don't do it. By asking us to show mercy and feel pity, you don't. We don't blame you for what happened. We blame Blabbermouth, the evil sister-in-law, and the entitled cousin. Don't blame yourself for what they did, but stop defending her. Get therapy. You need it. You need to see what is happening and accept that by no fault of yours, your daughter hurt others. I love you, Mom. Now you need to go away. I don't want to talk to you when you continue to excuse her behavior and the harm she's caused to others. Don't contact us. We will contact you if we ever feel ready to. Then he shut the door and locked it.
He said this all to mother-in-law right there.
That was literally his speech to her at the door. Opie's family needs to be like politicians or something because the way they give speeches just like on the spot is crazy.
Dude, okay. Funny
Obama
you say
level.
that because I literally am thinking this is happening. What's that one show you like with all the British people? Bridgerton.
Oh, yeah.
This is giving me Bridgerton vibes for some reason. Like this would definitely happen. You take all these plot lines and put it into a season of Bridgerton, banger.
True.
So that's that. I'm seeing
There's
them
not
all
enough
as like
spicy sleep, but yes.
Yeah. Add some more
we need a little
spicy sleep. But I see them all as like kings and duchesses and princes, and that this is like these kingdoms are fighting against each other or whatever. I see that, but no, that they could be great politicians.
Dude, just like
these speeches are incredible.
the speeches are 11 out of 10. So mother-in-law just stood there for a little while and then left. I found hubby bawling his eyes out when I got home an hour later. I've sent the recordings of the doorbell camera to. Did we find out who LF was?
1 second.
We're about to find out. I've sent the recordings.
Lawyer friend.
Lawyer friend. So lawyer friend is helping with lawyer.
Shout
legal.
out Sophia for giving us the keywords to all of these abbreviations.
So I've sent the recordings of the doorbell camera to lawyer friend in case we need a no contact order for mother-in-law. It's getting very serious, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think so, as he is the golden son and she always tends to do what he says, but better safe than sorry. At this point, we never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
In the evening, father-in-law came by to watch a game with husband, and he told us what happened after mother-in-law came home. Father-in-law asked where she had gone to, and she started to cry, scream, etc., and relayed what happened. That she doesn't want to lose her son and his family. She asked herself why it had come to this, to which father-in-law truthfully answered that his son, my husband, was right. She kept choosing her daughter over her son, no matter what. That she can still love her daughter, but condemn what she did, and she doesn't. Mother-in-law told him that all she feels is the need to protect her child, to which father-in-law responds that how understandable that might be, by doing so, she hurts her other child, a child who also needs her. Paraphrased, love both and don't choose sides. Your daughter hurt your son and his family. Your son hurts because his own sister has hurt his wife and his children. He hurts because she cares more about getting what she wants. He hurts because you can't see that. Love both as is natural to you as a loving mother, but open your eyes to the hurt that's been caused. She asked him if he could help her with husband and me, and this is how he responded. Again, paraphrased. I will not lift a finger to help you in the situation with them. This is all your own doing. I've warned you against this many times in the past, more so in the last year that this might happen, that these actions might have this outcome. Our son's idea of therapy might be a good idea. However, this will not automatically mean you get to see them again and be in their lives again. Before this mess started, husband and OP were kind and had an open mind that was trusting and tended to see the good in people, and when bad things happen, to try and see what caused it and condemning it whenever they would deem it was warranted. They still are good and kind people. They will try to see and figure out what caused certain things, but they have become suspicious of people's motives. They aren't so trusting anymore. Who would have thunk it? They are scared that they will get hurt and that the children will get hurt. If you ever want a chance to see them again, you need to respect them in their decisions, accept that they might not forgive you for whatever you do. By now, you know that they, and especially OP, will not excuse this behavior in the name of family any longer. She and our son have finally learned to stand up to such a degree that nobody dares to mess with them. You and OP are both loving people. You love your husbands, children, and others. The difference between the two of you is that OP is now willing to go ballistic when she feels her children and or husband are threatened. Don't mess with this mama bear. She will not back down if you go too far, and you know it. Do you understand why I love and respect this man so much? Again, W father-in-law. Again, W father.
Good job.
He's earning his W over. He's WWW. He's World Wide Web at this point. He's triple W down. Mother-in-law just kept crying silent tears. Lucy, the good sister-in-law, also tells me that her mother is a shell of who she used to be. She keeps saying that she lost her son and his family and how sorry she is. To be honest, I feel like karma came for mother-in-law. As of now, I don't feel any inclination of wanting to have contact with her. She is elderly, and I know that she might pass away without ever seeing us again. Whoa. It hurts a lot. She really means so much to me, but I will not expose myself or my children to her favoritism. She may be crying about how sorry she is. I will only believe her if she proves it. Facts. I don't believe her words anymore, just actions. What we need is for her to show us that love for Blabbermouth should not blind her to this degree. I hope she can. I truly hope so. She won't get out of timeout card just because she is family. And we have another update coming up.
Oh my gosh.
And spoiler alert, it does involve not just evil brother-in-law, but Blabbermouth. Blabbermouth is coming back.
Oh,
Blabbermouth is coming back.
Wow.
I hate to say it. I wish I was wrong, but that I believe is what we're about to talk about next.
When will it stop?
I think we need to move to Canada. I think we need to move to Portugal.
No. Yeah, Portugal. I need some more sea. I don't need land. I need sea to separate us. Water.
China? How?
North Korea, dude.
How do we? North Korea.
No one can get in. I would work really hard to get in there, and then since you're so smart, you could figure it out, and then I'd live there.
Just buy your way in, and then just lock
buy your way
down.
in, and then be at the border, so you're super close to South Korea, but it's still in North Korea, so it's impossible to get in. I would be doing that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And I got the keywords for everyone here.
Oh yeah, maybe we could run that down real quick before we
Yeah. So real quick, and I will probably Addie and I are working on pinning this in the YouTube comments. So we'll pin the ones that are most relevant.
Perfect.
Right here, what we got is at the top here. Coddled mom, entitled cousin. Wonder Woman is entitled cousin's ex-wife. Lucy is good sister-in-law. Blabbermouth is evil sister-in-law. LF is lawyer friend. This is OP's lawyer. N is neighbor / Frofro's owner. BL is Blabbermouth's lawyer. NN is nice neighbor. And NW is neighbor's friend. No, neighbor's wife. Apologies. So, Ming Ming, you don't know what's happening? A lot's happening. This is a saga of things. But basically, OP has been berated by her mother, her entitled cousin, I think her uncle, and her evil sister-in-law for money, and she's going through all of the things. Addie, you can copy some of these and put them in there. You don't have to. You can oh, you got it. Okay, sweet. You don't have to type them out if you don't want to. You can cut out probably the neighbors, the LF. You can keep all the main ones. I'll send you something. But that's what's happening. It's a mega series, and Cowboy is God. Wonder Woman and Lucy are not the same people, but they are probably the best people. I would say the best people in the story right now. Immediate family, OP's immediate family are great people. Wonder Woman, Lucy, and I'm also going to put father-in-law into that because father-in-law has been standing on business.
You know what would be funny? Tier list or a bracket of all of the worst people in this family because there's really so many people.
Let's get a tier list going here.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh, that would be funny. Oh, dude. Wow.
So yeah, feeling good. We got the breakdown and everything.
Yes.
Sweet sauce. All right, boys and girls, let's get into this next part titled Brother-in-Law and Blabbermouth Have Come to Beg a Comedy.
Oh, gosh.
So, dear Reddit family, another long update, as OP does. Trigger warning for some violence / abuse.
Oh, no.
So, I started writing about my experiences simply to gain insights, opinions, and to blow off some steam, and as a somewhat therapeutic measure, so to speak. So, I found out that my posts have been on several YouTube channels to broadcast them to others. That's fine. When I found out about them, I was mostly interested in the comments. They really opened my eyes and showed me that I was naive, gullible, and an incredible doormat. By the way, I wonder if OP saw our video.
Ooh.
Because it's our fifth most popular video.
Second.
I checked this morning and I don't.
Oh, have we got some other ones popping off?
We've got some other ones.
But our long form, it's our second biggest one. Mother-in-law took everything.
I think it's our fifth largest long form. At least when I checked. It's definitely in the top 10. That's for sure. It's way up there. It's way up there. Yes.
Yeah, pin it if you can. I think it would be good for everyone to see.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. Thanks, Addie.
That's all right. We're gonna replace the tip link.
That's
okay.
Perfectly fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Maybe more so than what husband and lawyer friend told me. Do we know who NW is?
NW is neighbor's wife.
Neighbor's wife. Neighbor's wife and neighbor's...
Nice neighbor.
Yes. Neighbor's wife and nice neighbor found out about the posts and agree with you all. So thank you all. Other family members have also found out about the posts.
Uh-oh.
They weren't so happy and started to spout some BS about privacy. But when they read the responses and saw everything from my point of view, they felt even more ashamed than they already did.
BS is bull.
Oh, yes. I think, yeah.
I know. I'm just playing with you.
Love it. We do have a lot of abbreviations and acronyms, okay? So a lot to keep track of.
I'm the abbreviation man.
My God, yes.
At the next update, we'll read some donos.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot that.
All good. So in one of my last posts, people gave a lot of advice on protecting ourselves in our home. Thank you for all of that. We have been following some self-defense and martial arts classes when possible. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
The children were given alarms. The schools were told about what happened and protocols were written for their safety.
Let's go.
We sold our cars and bought some other ones that we parked some streets away. We have the majority of our groceries delivered as well. A company specialized in home defense system was told to make our home feel safe again. We have a contract with that company, so in case crap hits the fan, they know to haul their butts our way ASAP.
Oh.
So it sounds like they have like private security force.
Honestly, at this point,
They need it.
we need a part-time sniper from the White House to come and just make sure everything's good.
Could we actually just like chat, comments, everyone watching, everyone listening? Could we just raise a militia for OP? Could we just raise a militia? It's like the war between OP and her family.
Yeah.
And just like, we just need to barricade a moat around OP and just
Easy. Just
comment below if you would like to volunteer.
yeah.
Please
Would
let
you
us
guys be
know.
on this night watch? Come on.
Let's go. So local law enforcement also has a big red flag attached to our phone numbers and address. We don't expect a lot, but better safe than sorry. We certainly have learned that. The neighborhood watch is a success.
Let's go.
We have had a lot less attempted break-ins and theft. My children have found their courage to walk LeFou, our doggy, on their own without me or husband. They are not as afraid as they were shortly after the debacle with Blabbermouth and Entitled Cousin. Talks with their therapist have helped a lot. The eldest struggles sometimes as he thinks that being the eldest means taking care of his siblings without fail. I need some surgery as the attack made some pre-existing health issues worse. Husband is still restless sometimes. He has taken self-defense and martial arts lessons seriously. He thought and still thinks at times that he failed in his duty to protect his family. With the help of his therapist, he can shake that feeling more. I've told him numerous times that he never failed us. He loves us and has always been there for us as a husband and a father. Now, the eldest takes a lot after husband in that regard. It doesn't surprise me as I have proudly given birth to my husband's clone. Love that. Nice neighbor has been a great help as well. Sometimes men need other man/men to tell them whatever they need to hear without the therapist talk. Need a little bro down.
Bro down helps a lot.
Yeah. So the current status on some people. Mother-in-law is in timeout. See the previous post that happened around 3 weeks ago. This happened today. Lucy and father-in-law, no problems.
Let's go.
All
Of
Gucci.
Of course.
Entitled cousin, still in prison, though secluded. Inmates don't really like him, apparently. I wonder why. I'm not even wondering why, Opie says. Coddled mom, of course, entitled cousin's mother. I believe she's also still in jail. Brother-in-law has the no contact order has been lifted as of last week.
Lifted?
Contact is now legally allowed. No harassment or any other things, so no reason for extension. He isn't blocked on our phones. If people want to dig their own graves, then I'm all for helping them. Blabbermouth, still in prison. Has a woe is me attitude. Only our lawyers talk with each other and with the prosecutor. The hell hag still has an active no contact order. She has been blocked on my phone, but not on my husband's. Same reason as brother-in-law. So basically, hey, if she wants to like call us and go crazy, sure, give us more recordings to use against you.
Yeah.
Please,
yeah, please
be my guest.
Oh my gosh.
LF, lawyer friend, a hero without a cape, a devil without horns, worth every penny, cent, and dollar, etc. BML, Blabbermouth's lawyer. Brother, slightly less than 2. Do we know how many inches that is?
Yeah, that's like 6'8".
Wow. My 6'8" tall brother has the build of a tank, strong as one, kind-hearted, and a no-nonsense man. Sister-in-law 3, brother's partner, Maggie, for the sake of this post. And then, of course, nice neighbor.
6'2".
6'2".
6'2".
Sorry, 6'2", not 6'8". There we go.
My dad's 200 milliliters.
202 meters?
2 meters, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, apologies.
He is a tall glass of water.
God.
NW, nice neighbor's wife. That's why you guys look so alike.
Yeah, I guess so, man. Wow. I'll make sure to tell my dad that.
Yeah.
He'll love that.
Frou Frou, the neighbor's wife and a nice neighbor's loving dog, another hero without a cape who will take snacks and cuddles as his reward. And LeFou, our own loving dog, the hero in training, who also takes snacks and cuddles as a reward. So a little catch up on all of our humongous cast of characters.
You. Wow.
The heroes and villains in our story. Ooh. So, yeah, Ming Ming, wow, so many characters in the story. Correct.
We pinned some of them, as many as we could, in the YouTube comments above.
That's right.
But we will remind you who they are.
That's right. So, on to this next part. Lawyer friend called us. Apparently, he got a call from brother-in-law that Blabbermouth wants to plead guilty in exchange for no prison time. It's interesting.
That is interesting.
It's an interesting development.
That is super interesting. How much we paying to go guilty?
You want them to also send you money?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll let you have no prison time, but you owe us big.
That's so funny.
Yeah, dude. Heck yeah.
As of now, she faces between 5 to 10 years in prison if she's found guilty.
Oh.
I thought this crap wasn't possible. According to Lawyer Friend, she hardly has a chance at that. She can get a reduction, but no more if she goes for the guilty plea. Also, what surprised us is that brother-in-law called Lawyer Friend directly instead of going through their lawyer. So he's like, all right, I'll keep my lawyer out of this. I'm coming to you personally. Like, yeah. Can we do this? Can we make this happen, right? So what does our beloyed lover friend do? Laugh in the phone, hangs up, and calls their lawyer.
Let's go.
Telling them what brother-in-law had done. Apparently, Blabbermouth's lawyer just sighed and thanked the lawyer friend before hanging up.
Oh, dude.
It's like my clients.
I know that BML hates Blabbermouth.
That
sure.
lawyer, just imagine that lawyer's life.
Oh,
Being a lawyer for Blabbermouth and her family.
Yeah. This is like a JV. What I just saw is a JV football team trying to do a Hail Mary versus the NFL Super Bowl champions.
Yeah. You have middle schoolers against the NFL. Yeah. And they're just trying to make it. It's like,
could we do this? And then lawyer friend's like, you're insane.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Lawyer
friend
is Tom Brady. That's right.
Yes, that's right. Oh, man.
Yes, sir. Say again.
Ooh.
I'm good for now.
We're good.
Guys,
Keon
is
just
in the
trying
background.
to shove pickles into our throats.
And I'll come here later. Oh, God. Thanks, big dog. We'll let you know when to come in. So, our thoughts. Blabbermouth and brother-in-law don't hear what they want to hear from their own lawyer, so they try it through ours. Nice try. Second part here. So brother-in-law's visit several days after lawyer friend called to tell us about brother-in-law and Blabbermouth's delusion/fantasy. We got several texts from 4 of our beloved nieces and nephews who are brother-in-law and Blabbermouth's kids. Remember, the kids that they're paying their college education for, as far as we know, still good.
Yep.
As far as we know, still good. Kid number 5 doesn't like me and likes his mother, blames me for all of her misfortune. So maybe number 5 is not so good. We know that the only reason he doesn't bother us is that his parents have warned him to stay out of this. As of now, he hasn't messed up, that we are still somewhat willing to pay for his college education. The other 4 kids and us have a good relationship. So it's kid number 5. That's not
I
so
think
great.
they're the youngest and they probably got manipulated really young.
Great. Yep. Great call.
They don't know any better.
They know what Mother Dearest Blabbermouth tried to do and decided on their own that they're done with her entitled crap, with their father semi-enabling it. Kids 1 and 2 have moved out. 3 and 4 can't just yet, but are barely home. Since their mother is in jail, the eldest second decided to drop in on their father and younger siblings to keep an eye out and help when needed. Brother-in-law was very unhappy and angry. He knows that what Blabbermouth did was wrong, but he thinks that the whole kidnapping and attacking thing is blown out of proportion. They were all having lunch, and brother-in-law came up with this amazing idea to have a talk with me and, to an extent, husband. How do we think this is going to
end?
Air
quotes and amazing. I saw that part.
Yep.
Where are we going to get out of this phone call? Hey, please don't put my wife in prison. She didn't mean it. I'm sorry that she did it. She's not sorry, but I'm sorry. What are we going to do here?
Hey, sorry, bro.
What's the point? Unless you want to actually apologize.
True. What actions could be done to remedy this? Is there anything you can possibly think of?
Money.
Cash rules everything around me, baby. Give me that cream.
Yeah, that's really the only thing. But other than that, it's a useless.
I don't even want their money because also OP's so loaded.
Yeah.
That, like,
that's true.
from what we know.
They
what we
hired
infer.
they contracted a security team to watch their home 24/7.
Legitimately. They're funding, I believe, all 5 of their kids' college funds. Of their kids. Would you still fund all 5 kids' college funds? Let's say you have the means, it won't like really damage you that much. Would you still do it?
Oh yeah. Oh, for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let
But
me
you
know.
too. You would still do it.
I would. I understand their thoughts about number 5
Yeah.
being on the fence.
Yeah.
But I still would.
The other 4. Good. All right, there we go. Let us know in the comments what you think. So, whose phone explodes with texts after that lunch? Me and my husband's. The eldest niece tried to manage to get a time frame from her father and texted us that. Since we didn't want our children to watch whatever might go down, we asked brother and Maggie if they could go there for a couple of days and hang out with their cousins. Do we know who
I'm
Maggie is
guessing
again?
Maggie is the brother's wife.
Maggie's the brother's wife, another sister-in-law. No problems after explaining that situation. The children were scared but didn't want to leave. Bro flexes his muscles off that. Oh, this is OP's blood brother.
Blood brother, yes.
And his
yes.
wife, yes. They love that. And tells them that he will keep them safe.
Nice.
W brother. Then we call the nice neighbor and the nice neighbor's wife and explain the situation and ask if they are available in case we need witnesses and help. Before we could finish asking, ding dong, we heard the doorbell. Nice neighbor and neighbor's wife and their dog Frou-Frou were there. I really love these people and that dog. So some hours later.
So she was like, hey, could you come? Blah, blah, blah. And
they
they're
were
like,
there,
boom.
ready to
Oh,
go.
yeah, we'll be witnesses right now.
I thought it was the brother-in-law. I was like, oh, snap. Yeah, we're good. We're safe for now. So some hours later, and brother-in-law makes his grand appearance. For those of you who wondered if we invited him in, of course not. Heck, we didn't even open the door. The doorbell camera has been granted its own altar in our home. Well, almost then. He began his sob story about how Blabbermouth didn't mean it. She was sorry. Yada, yada, yada. Sob, sob, sob. He asked and begged through his sobs if we could drop the charges.
Oh, no.
Nah. Even if I could, I wouldn't. Oh, brother-in-law, fun fact, the prosecutor is the one who decides that now. So they're literally so far in the case, now the prosecutor is...
Yeah, go to his house and beg. Don't
go
come
to his
us.
house and cry.
We can't do anything.
Yeah. Please, yeah, go ahead. Prosecutor, let us know in the comments, but I thought like the prosecutor would be OP's lawyer?
So I believe what happens is to a certain extent, you, the person that was harmed, can drop the charges. But if someone goes so far, it ends up in the prosecutor. So they are now handling it no matter if you want to drop the charges or not. That person has like...
And the prosecutor's like with the courts.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it's all like a judge in a sense. Yeah.
This is just from me watching 2 episodes of Law and Order years ago.
My boys got it.
So someone in the comments
yeah, let us know how close we were.
What that is.
You know, because what Blabbermouth did are felonies, so you don't get to try and abduct people and get away with a slap on the wrist. It doesn't happen. You don't get to show your big blue eyes and get away with aiding and abetting assault.
Prosecutor is the state's lawyer. Kelsey Hoff, prosecutor, is the person who looks at the case the cops give him and he decides to charge or not. Kimberly Fine, it's criminal. Prosecutor offices, state's attorneys are the only one who can press charges.
Right. So they're pressing the charges for the felonies that have happened.
Exactly.
They're representing the state. Yeah, okay, got it. So even if he changes his mind, it won't be because of your puppy eyes begging, but out of a lack of evidence, of which he has plenty. You know that. I'm sure that your lawyer has told you this, so why the heck are you trying it here? Oh, right, because you and Blabbermouth don't want to hear the word no. Last but not least, me, husband, and children will be a lot safer if her entitled behind is in jail and not polluting the free air with her sense of entitlement.
Oh my God.
After hearing this piece of information, brother-in-law became angry.
Uh-oh.
We know what happens when members of this family get angry.
You start throwing
Not
stuff.
good things. Family this, family that, more family helps each other crap, and the golden phrase, but she's family and you don't hurt family. Who are you, Vin Diesel? Shut up. To which we responded with, but we are her family and she hurt us then. No response. He just stood there. Then he started cursing that I was a salute, a bee, and that this was all my fault. Sure, brother-in-law, the one who helped pay off your mortgage and your children's tuition because all we wanted was to help family. If you don't want the money, then we would like to have it back. Yeah, please. Would you like to pay it back all in one or have a payment plan? Yes, we were semi-teasing. He raged on about, how dare you, and it's not funny. Honestly, I would be dying laughing.
Oh, yeah.
If he said that. It's not funny.
It's not funny.
I'd be like, nah, it's hilarious, dude.
Dude, reality check, my dude. What
Reality.
the heck?
Come on. Of course it isn't funny, but what isn't funny as well is that Blabbermouth only accepted me when it suited her and when things happened the way she wanted. If not, she would try to manipulate things and people so she could still get something of what she wanted. We helped you, and when we say no to an absurd request, she loses her ever-loving mind. She destroys relationships, the good ones and the neutral ones. She destroyed our feeling of safety and our health, so on and so forth. For what? A holiday of which you have the money for at least a good part of it? You don't like it that she's in jail. That's fine. She reaps what she sows. You and Blabbermouth should talk to your lawyer to see what can be done about this with the least amount of damage. Family means nothing to you. Yeah, that's such a good point. They're always like family, family, family. Family means absolutely nothing to them. All that matters to them is what they want.
Yeah.
That's literally what they want.
Because they could have got your mortgage paid off and your kids are, you could have literally used all that money for all these things, but you were too greedy.
And OP, like, knowing her like saint-like nature, she would probably still give you more in the future, as you know, if you had like a good relationship.
Yeah.
She's so kind-hearted. You literally could have probably, over the relationship, I bet OP could have paid like $1 million worth, like, over their lifetimes to them. Instead, she's facing 5 to 10 years in prison.
Yep. You don't kill the golden goose.
You don't freaking do
You know
it.
about that story?
No.
Okay, so quick story time. There was a golden goose that would lay a golden egg every day, and that golden egg, this guy would go and he would sell it and get much money from it. He got so greedy that he decided to kill the golden goose in order to get all the eggs out of it, and whenever he did that, the goose died and there was no eggs inside of it. And that's what sister-in-law was the Blabbermouth was trying to do, trying to like gut it for more.
Riley coming in clutch with the stories lately. Chickens, golden gooses.
Tell me about it.
What other animal stories do you have?
I know my flocks,
wisdom?
brother. I know my flocks.
Bro's got foul knowledge for us. So, family means nothing to you, and Blabbermouth when it doesn't get you anything. Go away. We will call the cops and see that if we can get more no contact / restraining / cease and desist orders shoved up your behind. Oh, and don't try anything. Look at Entitled Cousin. Look at Blabbermouth to see how that one worked out. After saying something along above said lines, he left. By the way, you can choose to never leave us by tapping our profile on Join Our Lives every single weekday at 3 p.m. PST. Guys, come and join us. But let's finish out the story. So we made a copy of the video footage, called the police, and went through the entire process again. Lawyer friend came by for a visit and was baffled and actually sighed. He simply can't understand their thought process. Like, how can you be so evil, but yet so insanely How is it possible? It somehow is. Turns out that coddled mom was also giving him a rough time by basically demanding he does something about her son being in jail. So he did something. He basically told her to shove off in a legal way unless she wants to spend money on her own lawyer and having unpleasant side effects from such legal papers. We are at least seeing now the entitled cousin camp and Blabbermouth's camp. Now there's some infighting.
Yeah, they're
two
going
villains
against
are
each other.
Starting to
Also, coddled mom is entitled cousin's mom.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know that.
you.
Sorry, I just
Yes,
recapped
all
everyone.
good. We need all of those we
Yeah.
can possibly muster.
Yeah. But wow, they're fighting each other.
They're fighting each other. Maybe this is the start of their all out. Imagine they go to war against each other.
Ooh.
That would be messy. Like I said earlier in the post, I needed surgery, and neighbor's wife has offered to stay when husband is away to help me and keep an eye out for me. She can work from home and help out in case the family nut jobs return. She has become more than a friend. This is what family looks like. Like, it doesn't need to be by blood. It's what you do to help each other.
Exactly.
Big facts. When she isn't working, we talk a lot and got to know each other on a deeper level. It turns out that neighbor's wife had been in a similar situation with an ex who had gone bonkers even when she got together with nice neighbor, and they tried to help whenever they can, as they know the anxiety, insecure, and fear. No ex problems for her, thankfully. So that's the end of part 1.
Oh my gosh.
Just to quickly summarize to close out this episode here.
Yes.
Mother-in-law, we've decided to go no contact with her.
No contact.
She's currently on
She
ice.
wants us to drop charges against Blabbermouth.
Yes, she is too sympathetic. It's like, hey, we're not going to bring her back in. You need to be put on ice for maybe forever. We'll see.
Yep.
Blabbermouth and brother-in-law have already tried this Hail Mary.
Mm-hmm.
I get the sneaking suspicion, given that we still have 3 episodes left in this series, that this is not the last Hail Mary they're going to throw. And is entitled cousin taking notes?
Oh,
is
man.
entitled cousin taking notes and saying, maybe I go for my own Hail Mary. And just maybe, conspiracy theory, they both end up getting more jail time than they're currently charged with because of all of the attempts.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, maybe they get more no contacts and they still go back and
oh my god.
all that stuff.
Yeah. I think that Blabbermouth is going to start talking to the brother-in-law more and more, and she's going to manipulate him to do her bidding.
To do her bidding. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow. Addie, how many hours is that? Or how far in are we on the recording? 20 minutes. Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
1 hour and 20 minutes or 1 hour and 30 minutes?
30.
So that was long.
Holy
So
cow.
we'll speed up the next one.
Yeah, we'll speed up the next one. Holy
Guys,
cow.
stay tuned for the second part in this 4-part series going up very soon. Guys, if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you.
and see you tomorrow.